I have wrestled all week long with what exactly I would want to say today regarding the tragedy that unfolded up at the Pulse nightclub last weekend in Orlando. Like you, I grieve. I really grieve for those who died, for families and friends, for those who assisted, hospitals and police. I really pray for the leaders of that city. I pray for this country. And you know what? At the end of the day, I pray for this world, this broken world. But I do think that in the midst of suffering, we are promised God's presence. This cross of nails behind me is that reminder that God comes to us in the suffering of our lives and is always here to help us pick up the broken pieces of our lives. And my prayer is that in the midst of the suffering, we might actually learn something of the reconciling love that God has for us. As a Christian, I know that in Christ there is no black or white. There is no slave or free. There is no Jew or Gentile. There is no gay or straight. There is no old or young. There is no separation from my heart of suffering to your heart of suffering. And it's in that place, that common place of the human heart, that God's love finds a new way of giving life. We worship a God who brings new life out of death. And when our hearts break, and when our minds are so confused about which way to turn, when the desires in our heads kind of want to start pointing fingers at all the reasons why this happened, at the end of the night, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, my only hope rests in that cross, in the reconciling love of God who came to us in Jesus Christ so that we might be carried home into his very heart. So may you find your rest somewhere deep in the depths of that place and trust God. We'll see you Sunday.